Welcome to another episode of the Home and Away podcast. I am Caleb Lawrence, joined as always by my brother and co-host Jacob Cobb. How we doing today, brother?
Um, hey, you know what? It's a great day to be alive. But honestly, when it rains, it pours, brother. When it rains, it pours. Everything's stacking right now.
You got the illness coming, the hammy.
Yeah, bro. I like the hammy happened, and then literally a couple days later, I started feeling sick, sore throat, whatever. Kind of felt like crap. And then yesterday morning, I wake up, boom, I got pink eye. So it's literally just compounding right now. But hey, there's a lot of people in a lot of worse situations. I have to keep telling myself that just so I don't get too pissed off.
Pink eye is ass, bro.
I've never had it before, bro. I've never had it.
Goopy.
Yeah. It's just like it itches all day, I feel like, and I can't touch it. So it kind of
Right,
sucks.
right.
But hopefully it'll be good here in a couple days.
Yeah, man. I hope you.
Hopefully the hammy will get right. That's the biggest concern of me.
How'd you pull it? Practice?
Yeah, just in practice, bro. Just in practice. Honestly, like it's usually like trying to accelerate. This time it was kind of trying to like decelerate. And I never had one that hurt like this bad, to be honest. I've only had like really, really small, not really ones that were that painful. This one is kind of killing me for a couple of days, but it's starting to feel a little better. So I'm
Really?
hopeful. I'm hopeful I can
Okay.
get back out there.
Yeah, let's hope, man. We got to get you back out. We got short time left in the season. What do you guys have left?
We have six more regular season games. So basically 6 weeks and then playoffs.
Okay.
So it's getting to be about that time. And we're right there. So like we're right there on the cusp of playoffs. So we got to get in there.
Getting down to the wire, absolutely. So no real game recap from you. Obviously, hurt right now, so not much going on. The boy's sick. He's battling through it. So you're hey, you're with us though. I see you. I see you coming out here. You know, can't all be at 100% every time we get on the pod, on the mic. So I appreciate you hopping on still.
Yeah, I'm fighting. I'm fighting. How you been? You good?
I'm good, brother. I had a Friday off, played some golf, took the day off, had some rollover vacation that I had to use before the end of Q1. Otherwise, I lost it. So used that, played a little
May as
golf.
well.
Didn't play so well. I think I shot like a 97, so not great.
Hey, that's good for me.
Maybe it was a 99. I broke 100, but I didn't hit it well at all. Um,
One man's
I'm a
trash
half.
is another man's treasure. I'd be happy as hell walking off that course.
That's fair. That's fair. I gotta get right though, because I'm not letting dad touch me this year, bro. Like I'm beating dad's ass every time. Anytime we play, I'm beating dad's ass. So I just need him to know that.
How many
But
strokes are you
yeah,
gonna give him though? You probably got to give him strokes, right?
yeah. So we gotta figure out a good number. I was giving him. There was times I gave him too many last year, and then like sometimes I gave him not enough, which like that's kind of how it goes. But like I don't know. I started off giving him 18, and I wasn't playing enough, so 18 was too many. Um, and he would win by like one or two. And you know how dad gets, like he beats you, and all of a sudden he acts like he shot a 63 and like broke the course record.
He gonna let you hear about it.
Yeah. And then I gave him, I think the next time I gave him like 10. I gave him or 10 or 12, and I beat him by like 10 strokes on the front.
hmm
So I like beat his ass on the front. So we adjusted, and then I gave him like another 9 or something. And he technically ended up winning. And so he still talked crazy after we had to adjust the strokes because he got his ass beat so bad on the back. Um,
I
but
remember
I
last time we played, I beat you, but you did give me strokes. But
but
you
you
had an
beat me.
absolute. But
You played
remember, you
well.
had that absolute collapse. You were up, and like it was like no way I was gonna come back.
Yeah.
You had an absolute collapse on that one hole,
Yeah,
like a
bro.
10 or something, because you hit it in the water twice off the tee.
Yeah. Yeah. That's I think the thing that I'm like trying to do this year is like be smarter and not do dumb shit like that. Um, but yeah, I don't know, brother. I'm probably gonna end up having to give dad like 18 every time we play this year, and I don't want to let him win it all. I told Melissa though, bro, like I'm gonna have to get in better shape playing, like, because I like to walk, and like my back is just starting to get a little tight because I'm not like my upper back because I'm just not loosening up enough before I play and like doing enough mobility stuff,
You
which
carrying
is
that
like,
bag,
yeah. So
and
I gotta
you probably need to strengthen the core a little bit too
for
to help with the
sure.
back
So
pain.
yeah, and it's like my upper back, so it's all like the rotational stuff. Um, but yeah, I got to do better about doing like mobilities and stuff, and then and getting in the gym because
What's
I
the
actually want I feel good when I play some golf here and there. So I'm trying to use that as my like meditative state almost this year and get out as much as possible. Obviously, we got another kid coming, but um, Melissa's very supportive of it, so I'm gonna try and play fairly regularly.
How about what's your goal for what do you want your low to be this year? Like what's the goal? Do you want to have you broke 90 before? Have you
Um,
shot under 90 before?
so I don't think so. Like
So is that
trying
the
to think.
goal? Get down in the
Yeah,
80s?
my goal I want to shoot 85 this year at least. Um, and I think it's very doable. Like I shot a what did I shoot the other day? I shot I think I shot like a 91 the other day, and that was like my second round out of the year. Um, and I just plan on spending more time. Like I told Melissa, I'm gonna try and like at least practice like a couple few times a week to where like if I drop Carson off at daycare and I have like a little bit of time before work, like go chip and putt or something, just to like actually take it a little more serious. Um, I would say, dude, that's like my one. Looking back now, like at 29, my only regret about high school sports is that I didn't take golf more seriously. Bro, I could play
Yeah.
golf for free every single day, and I like didn't do it.
Yeah, my only regret about is just not playing earlier. Like, cause like when we were kids, like we would go out like maybe like let's say play once per summer, like on like the learners course or something, or
Right,
maybe a few times, you know.
right.
But like we never really took it like seriously. We would go to like that golf camp or whatever at Spencer T.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like I wish I would have like more seriously wanted to play golf just because it's more of like a lifelong sport and now it's like something that I really, really enjoy. And then secondly, I wish I would have like when I got back into golf, I wish I would have just started playing right-handed off rip. Because the crazy thing is like last year I had only been playing right-handed for like one calendar year and I broke 100 already after 1 year of playing right-handed.
hell
And I
yeah.
never really hit a golf ball right-handed before then. It's like if you think about it that way, that's actually kind of crazy.
That is crazy, bro. I didn't realize for some reason I thought you played right-handed when you were younger, but
Nah, I
no,
always played left-handed, bro. I always did everything like with a club,
or
bat,
bat, lefty.
stick,
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
right.
always left-handed, like hockey stick, left-handed, baseball bat, golf club, everything.
Yeah, you gotta get that righty. The righty swing's nice. You
The
just
righty
swing hard
swing's
as heck.
less it's just like less bad habits, I think, already. But the problem
Right,
is I still can't like we'll see when I get home. Who knows? Because like every year when I go home, like I surprise myself. Like I'll hit the first ball because like obviously I don't even touch a club here. It's like not even like I can sit like and hit the ball in like a little putting green like you got at your house or something, bro. Like I don't have
right,
anything here. Like what was I gonna do? Pack a club set in 2 suitcases for 9 months?
right,
Nah, like I'm good. You know what I mean? So it's just like and in Romania is different than some of these other European countries where they might have like top golfs or like driving range where you could rent out clubs.
right.
Like Romania has 2 courses, I think, in the entire country. Like I've never like none of my teammates have ever even played golf or swung a golf club. Like so
Really?
it's just yeah, so it's just like different. In Romania, they don't play golf. So it's just like every year I go home and I low key like the first round I kind of surprise myself at how well I play. And then honestly, I think it's like a good mental state. And then I start overthinking. Like the next round is always like the worst. And then it kind of gets bad, bad, bad for a couple weeks. And then it gets a little bit better again. Like the first round is always a surprising, like decent round because I think I just go out there with zero expectations and I don't think about it at all. I just swing the club.
Yeah, you get out there and you just go play. And then
Yeah.
yeah, once you start thinking about it, like or you find the one feel that feels right, and you try and replicate it too much, like you get in your own head a little bit. I feel like it's real easy to
Exactly.
do that. Um, yeah, I don't know. I start like I played well for a couple rounds in a row, like well for myself. Like I don't want to act like shooting right around 90 is the best thing ever, but like I mean it's pretty solid. Like I would say that technically makes you like an above average golfer probably, but um like I shot 45 on when I got to play 9 one day, so like that would have been right at 90. And then I shot like 46 when I played 9 the next time. And then bro, like I went out uh Friday morning and I shot 50 on the front, bro. And I was like, "Oh shit." Like I was like, "You better pick it up or you're not going to break 100." And I ended up shooting like a 47 on the back, but it was like definitely the worst round that I've had since the season started, I guess technically, but it's been nice to get out there. Obviously, the last 5 years haven't been able to play in February very much, so just the fact of being out there and getting some time on the course has been pretty sick for sure.
Definitely, bro. I'm glad you're getting to play a lot. I'm kind of jealous.
Hey man, once you get home, we'll be out there.
Yeah, we need to.
We'll be
We
out there
need to.
playing.
We definitely need to do that. Need to get you
Yeah,
down to
I'm
Wichita maybe this summer if I'm down there.
bro. I don't feel comfortable sharing it on the pod yet, but just remember me offline. I gotta tell you
Okay,
something
okay,
after this.
okay.
Yeah,
After this, yeah. After
yeah,
this, we'll come back.
yeah.
But all right, let's get into a little bit of talk about what's transpired in the world of sports recently. Um, there is a lot of stuff that has happened in the last week, I would say. Obviously, the NFL combines this weekend, so that always creates a lot of buzz, things like that. There's a couple big things that have come out of that. Um, First thing though that I wanted to touch on was Caitlin Clark declared for the NBA draft already before the season's even over. Thoughts on that? I feel like I'll put this in before you go. I feel like the reason she did it was just because like I've seen so many people asking her, "You're gonna come back?" or like the fans all
Right.
like, one more year, the fans and stuff. And I feel like she kind of just wanted to like put that to rest for the end of the season here. Now going into like the March Madness push, like to just focus on basketball as the sole thing and being there with her teammates and finishing out strong her career there at Iowa. But what do you think about
Yeah,
her
I
declaring
I would
early?
agree with that. She's probably tired of answering the question. It's just hard to like the timing is obviously a little weird, like middle of the season. You just don't see that very much. But I think with her, like she's I would say fairly easily the most popular athlete in college basketball. So like she has so much attention on her all the time, and like so much of it right now is about whether she's going to go to the draft or not. And obviously financially she's perfectly fine staying in college, but she has literally nothing else to prove as far as accomplishments at the college level. Like took Iowa to a national championship game, um, all-time leading scorer in the NCAA. Like she just has she's got everything achieved that she needs to achieve. So I think it's a good time, and similar to what we talked about yesterday, um, everything that I've heard is that she wants to stay in the Midwest. And with Indiana having the number one pick, I think it makes sense to go now because you just never know what happens next year. Like maybe it ends
Yeah.
up being one of the East Coast or West Coast teams, and she doesn't necessarily feel like she fits as well, just in her day to day there. And Indiana is close enough to where she probably feels like it would be close enough to home that her family can be there pretty regularly if that's what's important to her. She grew up in the Midwest, so I think that's something that probably weighed into it as well. And then you go out there. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. Like Aaliyah Boston and her are going to be crazy together. Like that's going to be a
Yeah.
tough little duo. I know people are expecting her to struggle at the next level. I don't necessarily know that that's going to be the case. Like obviously she's not going to be scoring 40 a game, but um, she can get off, bro. Like she can score like crazy. So I expect to see a lot of that. I think she's just ready to make the jump. I don't think another year does anything for her. Um, other than kind of makes it a little stale almost. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I kind of agree with everything you just said there. I thought maybe she would just come back for her fifth year and just because like the NIL is so crazy now that like I don't know what I'm sure you could probably look up like what she's estimated to be making in NIL, but I understand why she would want to leave. Also, from like the standpoint of, if you're playing college basketball, you do have to be like a full-time student. So you do have to take those 12 credit
Right.
hour courses or whatever, or like have to take the nine hours of a master's program or
And you
whatever
got to
it is.
pass them.
Yeah, and you got to be eligible and stuff. So like maybe maybe she's just ready to be done with all that, and I can't blame her. It says here that the estimated amount that she's making, but like this is all estimates. Like I feel like all this NIL estimate stuff, like it could be way more for some of
Right.
these people. Like it says that she's estimated to make $910,000 from NIL this season.
Yeah,
So
there's
hey,
no chance, bro.
hey, not
She's
bad.
making way she's
I'm
making way more
if it's
than that.
910, still not bad, but I feel like
She's
she's probably making
making
over an
way
M
more.
for sure. Um,
Easily, bro.
so like it's not like she needs the money like to go with the WNBA like how it used to be where kids couldn't get paid and then like they go to the WNBA they get all the endorsement deals like no she's
Right.
already got the Nike the Gatorade like she's already got that
Right. Like, bro, she has a Nike deal. They sell her jersey on Nike's website. She is not making
like yeah
900,000 with all of her stuff combined.
exactly so now at the next level it opens up maybe even a little bit more on the business side of things like a little bit more that she can do too if she doesn't have to freaking be in
Right.
college classes and all that. So I think it's a good move for her. It's just weird timing. And like you said, with going to the coast, like I think her name remains bigger now that she's in Indiana. Well, we're presuming that they'll pick her. I don't know why they wouldn't, but if she
If
goes
they
to
don't,
like
somebody better get fired.
if she goes to the Fever, and everything, like I think that's probably the best marketing move for her as well. She could get lost in the shuffle a little bit in like a New York or an LA or
Right.
something like that, like a bigger market on the coast. Also, like me and Marcus were talking about the other day, like imagine if a team like the Liberty picked her up somehow. Like obviously they wouldn't because they just made the finals, but like if she goes to a team like the Liberty or like Las Vegas or something, like she might be the third best player on that team.
Right.
Here now, like she's probably going to be the best player on her team going to the Fever. Um, but
She's gonna get a good amount of shots to start with, which is important.
yeah. And people are like, she's gonna have a fall off. Bro, yes, she's gonna have a fall off. She's not gonna average 30 in the WNBA, bro. It's not gonna happen because there's actual other players that can like create for the
Right.
team. Whereas right
Right.
now, she's like, they have great players on Iowa. Don't get me wrong. Like they got what's her name from Edwardsville.
Yeah.
She
What's
just
her
passed like 2,000 points or something or 1,500
Kate
or maybe.
Kate is it
Kate
Katie
Martin.
something?
Kate
Yeah, Katie
Martin.
Martin. Yeah,
Yeah,
Katie
she
Martin.
like they have great players. I think they have like 3 or 4 1,000 point scores on that team. But like none of those girls are really like creators. Now
Right.
you go into the WBA, there's probably gonna be 2 or 3 creators on every team. Like she doesn't have to do as much.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see her in a different role.
I
I
agree.
just hope that like I just don't understand why people have been wanting to like tear her down. It seems like this year so much, and she's 18 points away from passing Pete Maravich, so that'll probably get broken in their next game. So
Which is
crazy,
insane,
crazy
bro.
career all
Insane.
around for her.
And
The
like I
insane,
think
the insane part is that Pete only played 3 years though. That's still ignorant.
right. But I think the thing that I like give her a lot of credit for is she's about to break these records like or the has broken records already without using a COVID year. Like so many of the records that have been broken recently
Yep.
are like people in their fifth or sixth year. And it's like, well,
Yeah.
well, I don't know
If she
about
what
that, but yeah, hers is
if she
four
wanted to
straight, went crazy.
if she wanted to run it up and come back for the fifth year and go well over 4,000 points, that would be crazy though.
That would be, bro, if she came back for another year, that would be insane.
Yeah, her stuff, like her records and stuff, would be absolutely unachievable at that point. Like they're still
Right.
already pretty up there, but like someone can come along and break these records.
Maybe, bro. She's been scoring so much for 4
But
years.
another question I have for you: Do you ever think a men's player will ever come close to that Pete Maravich record? I know the kid from Detroit Mercy came close, but like you said, he played 5 full seasons, like 5 complete
Yeah.
seasons. Like, will anybody that plays? Because now I think after this year, the COVID years are gone, maybe, or maybe after next year, like the COVID years are
Yeah,
gone.
this year, like it's either this last like this is the last class or like one more class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, bro, I don't know if any men's player will ever come close to that
No,
4,000
no.
because I think also like it takes a different type of player. Like you have to go to a small school that's probably not that good and doesn't have a tournament run. Because like if
And
you're putting
stay
up
there
that
for
kind
four
of
years.
exactly, because if you're putting up that kind of numbers at like a good school, like even a good mid major that makes a tournament run, like you're probably leaving. You probably have
Right,
some kind of draft stock, I would think.
right.
But like that dude that was at Detroit Mercy, they was winning like what, like less than 10 games per year. So like of course he stayed, and his pops was the coach, I think. So he took
He
every
was
shot.
chucking. He was
So like,
chucking.
so like, of course he had a chance to make it. And then people are like, invite him to the CIT so he can break the record. No, bro.
That
He
was
had five whole
whack.
seasons. He
That
had
was
five
whack,
whole.
bro.
Do not
Yeah,
invite them to the CIT. They don't deserve it.
that was whack. No, I don't think a men's player will break it. Um, it's just too many points, man. Like you got to average what? You probably got to average upper 20s, 30 points a game for 4 straight years. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's just that's too many.
And
That's
Pete
too
was
many.
averaging. Imagine
He was
if Pete
average
would have been
40
able to play his freshman year in
because he
like
averaged
varsity,
45 a game, right?
like 44 point something. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. No,
And
I just don't. I think it's too much. Like, um, and the season's already like long enough. They won't really expand games. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just not
yeah.
there. I don't think there's a way. You're kind of maximized on the number of games teams will play in a year. Um, I mean, maybe if there becomes a 4-pointer at some point and like somebody goes crazy with that, but I mean, you're
I
still
think
not
at
gonna
the.
have.
I hope basketball never adds a 4 pointer, bro. That would be so corny to me. But keep going.
But like, you're still just not gonna get to the point of somebody averaging 30 a game for 4 straight seasons. Like, that's
Yeah.
just too much,
Yeah. Especially with the one and dones and all that stuff nowadays. Like they probably
right?
gonna go get a bag somewhere. The
Right?
only thing that makes it more likely is because of the NIL for somebody to stay longer. Like, because if it's a cusp guy that scores a lot of points, it's like a small guard or something, so maybe he doesn't
Right?
have as much value at the next level. Then you could see it happening because he's still gonna make his bread in NIL.
Yeah, but that's just so
But at the
many
same time,
points, bro. That's just
yeah,
too many
I
points.
also just thought about though. I forgot about the transfer portal though. Like if someone's averaging 30 at a small
Right?
ass school, now they're probably gonna get up out there and go to a bigger school where they can't
Exactly. Like,
score
they're
as
gonna
many.
leave right away.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably never gonna happen. But like women's players, like no women's players ever leave early. So
True. I mean, they maximize their like earning potential by staying. Like,
yeah,
she's gonna make,
nowadays.
yeah, now, yeah, yeah,
But it
obviously,
used to be curious to me why no women's players ever like did one and done. But I guess it's because the money isn't as I mean,
right,
it's great salary, but the money isn't as like life altering as the NBA maybe.
right.
And that's
They
why.
almost like wanted. I think women are also more, in some
I think
ways,
they're
like more focused on getting a degree and like
more
setting them
academically inclined.
right, right. They don't
Yeah,
all
I
have the
agree.
I'm league mentality.
I agree. I agree. But hey, it wouldn't be a talk about records if we didn't talk about the GOAT. Bah, that man, King James, first player ever with
He's a
40,000 points
sheep.
in NBA history. That is another record that may never ever be broken. Let's talk about it.
Um, will never be broken, I would say. Because
And
so
with him cracking that 40,000 threshold, he's the first player ever with 40,000 points, 10K plus rebounds, 10K plus assists. I don't think anybody will ever do that, obviously.
no, so the thing about it is, one, you are another, like, talking about similar to the college game, you're maximize the games probably. We're not gonna go to more than 82 games for NBA season. Like, that's almost too long as it is. You're not gonna go longer than
Anything they're
that.
going to trim down.
Right. You're not gonna go longer than 82 games. You're not gonna have that longevity that LeBron has had and stay basically healthy the entire time and play the majority of games each season every year. Like, There's just absolutely no chance. And he was literally the best player in the league for like 15 of the years he was in the league. It was insane, bro. You're never
Unreal.
gonna have that type of sustained excellence like that to get anywhere close. Like, I truly think I don't know who the next closest active is to him, probably KD or something. Um, but like that may be the closest that anyone ever gets again. Because it's just that's such a I know scoring is way up and like will continue to go up probably as efficiency numbers. Like we now know the most efficient ways to score and the most efficient shots to take. But like, bro, that is
I think
unbelievable.
in the NBA right now, if I had to assume, I would have to look at the numbers. But the only person that could maybe come close to achieving something like that is a Luka, I would think. Because he came into the
Maybe,
league and
yeah.
was averaging like 25, and then I think he's averaged 30 or around there for like the last couple of years. So like if he was able to sustain something until like he's 38, 39, like Braun is, then okay, maybe he could come close. But like obviously I'm a pudgy hooper myself, bro. But like you look at the way Luca acts and like you see the videos of him drinking, smoking hookah, like partying in the off season, coming back always like a little bit out of shape and then having to get it back at the beginning of the
Right.
year. Like I don't know if he's gonna be able to attain that level of longevity that Braun
Yeah,
has,
he's not
where
gonna have the
Braun
LeBron longevity, that's for sure, bro.
where Braun spends $1 million on his body every year plus, and absolutely just is the most in shape player on the court all year, every year. Like, yeah, I just don't know. But like as far as numbers wise and talent wise, like I feel like he's the only type of dude that could come close to that.
Right. Bro, so yeah.
When I sit here and think
I
about it.
I just pulled it up. KD's the closest active player, and
Mm,
he's number 9 in the history of the NBA. So like amazing feat, whatever. Bro, he's 12,000 points behind. Like he's at
yeah,
28,000 and Bron's at 40.
yeah, that's ignorant.
So like,
And
I mean,
KD, who
Kate,
knows how much longer he'll have because he's had a lot more injury history than Braun
right,
has.
right, bro. Like it's just not. I don't see anyone else getting close, bro. I just
If KD didn't pop the Achilles though, bro, like the way he was playing with the Warriors before he
right.
popped the Achilles, like everybody was saying he's the best player in the world, and he was like dominating the postseason with the Warriors, bro.
He was
Like
crazy. That is
he
true.
was by far the best player on that team, even with Steph Curry in his prime right there next to him, which is crazy to say, but like he was
Because
head and
Steph's
shoulders
insane.
above Steph. Because
Yeah,
Steph is him too. But to me, he was head and shoulders above Steph, like on those playoff runs, the best player on that team. He was the closer, he was the guy that
yeah,
had the ball in his hands when you needed the shots the most. If he never popped that Achilles, we might be looking at it different because that took away like I think like a season and a half from him.
right.
And then like when he come back now, like he's still in, like KD has become more of an efficient guy now. Like he doesn't take as many shots I think as he used to. He's insanely efficient, but he don't have I just feel like he doesn't look the exact same as he used to,
I agree. I
which I mean,
agree.
those injuries will take a toll on anybody. So,
I mean, Steph's out there. He's at 23,000, but he's 30th all time. Like the thing is, we don't. I mean, LeBron doesn't have much time left. I would say a year or two, like realistically.
yeah,
But like, he's still gonna keep scoring, bro. Like he's gonna average at least 10 a game till he's done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
so that's where it's like, yeah, you could say like, okay, Steph's at 23, has I don't know how much time left, and like scores a ton. But all right, Braun is gonna keep scoring, so it's like the gap is gonna continue to grow, even if it doesn't grow like a lot. It's just not gonna immediately shorten the gap. It's gonna be like harder to catch up because of the fact that LeBron is continuing to go up as well. I mean, your only active
Yep.
players that are even in the top 50, Dame's at 45 at 20,000, Steph's at 31 at 23,000,
Yeah.
and then you have Harden at 25, but I mean, he's not washed, but he's done. Like he's not going to get anywhere close. Like,
Harden's not washed. Come on, chill out, bro. He got the Clippers
bro,
out
like
there hooping.
but as far as like catching him, he is
Yeah.
like
If Harden would have stayed on that pace that he was at for a couple of years there, He was
Right.
going. But
If
the
my
other
boy
thing
would have
about
stayed at
Harden though
Houston.
is the first few years of his career over there being a six man, like he was the third option, like, and he wasn't having numbers like
Right.
that. You know what I mean? Like I
Right.
don't think he averaged more than 20 really until he got to the Rockets.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. You literally have to come in. It has it has to be like Luca, basically. Like you have to come in and be the best player on your team day one and the
Yeah,
best scorer.
yeah.
Like, and that's
And then sustain that for almost 20 years.
right.
Or
It's got to
20, he's in
be
year 21 now.
right. And be the best player in the league basically for 15 of those years.
Yeah.
Like that's just not gonna
It's
happen
just
again.
it's just
It's
unreal,
ignorant, bro.
honestly.
Yeah.
Um, but I'll say this. I'll leave these closing remarks.
Uh-oh.
Whether you hate LeBron, whether you love him, whether you think Jordan's the GOAT, whoever your GOAT is, it doesn't matter. Honestly, as a sports fan, as a basketball fan, we should all just be grateful that we got to see this in person. We'll probably never see longevity like this again. We'll never see somebody be this great over 21 years of their career ever again. And we'll probably never, ever see somebody score 40,000 points in a career ever again in our lifetime. So we should all appreciate it.
We are all witnesses.
We are all witness, literally, all of us, bro. Um, but moving on from that, let's talk a little bit about the combine. Just one guy really in particular. First of all, bro, actually a couple of guys. I want to mention there's a receiver that, oh my gosh, what was his name? Xavier Worthy from Texas just broke the combine record time, or maybe tied it, 4.2140. Beast. So shout out to Xavier Worthy. I'm still waiting for somebody to run under 4.2 at the combine. That would be sick. He'd
The
be the
guy
first like
Usain out there in
4.1
his
guy.
prime.
Literally. I saw something uh like a 60, some dude who just won like the USA championship for like the 60 meter, the indoor, like the indoor
Yeah.
championship. He like
Yep.
beat Noah Lyles, that guy that was talking crap on the NBA or whatever. But he beat him in like the 60 meter like world championships indoor or something like that. And I saw a video of him when he was at, I forget which college he was at, but like they had him run a 40 and he ran it like 4.15. And like, because
Jeez.
RG3 had posted it and was like, that's the difference between like elite football speed and like elite level track speed, like world champion track speed. Like,
Right.
you don't understand how fast those track guys really are, which is crazy.
Right.
But Xavier Worthy with a 4.2140, absolutely blazing. And then I saw that Nate Wiggins, cornerback from Clemson, ran a 4.28. So he was absolutely burning
Damn.
it as a cornerback and popped a hammy or something. Said he felt something pop on the running. Didn't get to test the rest of the week. So the rest of the weekend. So that kind of sucks. Um, but the main guy I wanted to mention was Caleb Williams. How do we feel about the way Caleb Williams is handling all this stuff at the combine right now? If you're not up to date on what he's been saying, he basically was like one of the first guys ever to just be like no to the medical check, decided not to do the medical check. So then a lot of people thought he was hiding something. He came out today and said, only one team can draft me, so I don't see the reason for giving my medical history to all 32 teams. Whatever teams I work out for individually, they'll have a full medical workup. Like, okay. He didn't hire an agent. And I saw a quote, but I didn't know if it was real. He's like, I'm a grown man. I don't know why I need an agent for or something. Okay. Interesting flex. And then he also did not even do a single drill at the combine. Like he just showed up to the combine and some press conferences, I think, and that was about it. He didn't do a single drill, said, if you want to know about me, you can watch the game tape. So thoughts on thoughts on how Caleb Williams is handling the draft process. Kind of interesting. I've never seen anybody do it like this. First, let's just go on the no agent thing. Is that a what kind of move do you think that is? Because I have an opinion on it, but I'm curious to hear yours first.
Um, I almost feel like, you know, kind of like it actually.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
same.
like so. Is does the NFL work similarly like it's with slot money? Like you basically make like the number one pick makes what it makes?
I believe, yeah, I believe there's money based on the picks. That's why like NBA guys, a couple of those lottery pick guys lately, like Jaylen Brown, I know is like the biggest namely one. He didn't
Right.
have an agent.
Well, that's like I knew it was in the NBA. Like it's a slot pick. Like that pick makes what it makes. Like
Yeah.
if it's the same in the NFL, it's kind of smart, bro, because like it's not like the agent is negotiating the dollar sign at that point.
Hmm.
I mean, obviously there's contractual stuff that you definitely would want an agent to take care of.
Yeah.
Whether it's with the team and looking at like injury clauses or something like that. Um, and then doing your other endorsement deals, you'd probably would want an agent. Maybe he has one for that. But I think I don't know, it's kind of funny. I I don't
Even
really
though
know.
I think not hiring an agent when you know you're going to be like a top, probably one or two pick,
Right.
depending on
He's probably won
how
one, bro.
depending on how the Bears go, and then depending on how
Right.
after that, I think the other two teams are also need QBs. So he's probably going to be the 1-1 pick. So like if that's the case, he already kind of knows where his slot's going to be. I'm thinking about for other endorsement deals, maybe it would be beneficial to have an agent, where it's like you're actually negotiating dollar signs. It's not some set amount.
Right.
But I'm sure that he has some sort of advisor that
Right.
maybe he pays, okay, I'm gonna pay you this much to advise me, but then you don't have to give him that chunk, that percentage.
Right.
Like if he gets the contract, I'm sure he's gonna have like multiple lauyers and stuff, like read the
Take a look
contract,
at it. Right. That he
look at
just hires
everything,
for
make
that
sure
time.
everything's
Yeah.
good. But he'll probably just hire them and not have to give them that percentage. I don't know what the percentage is in the NFL. I know in the NBA it's like
Right.
4%, I think, or something.
Right.
Um, so I mean, it's kind of smart. And I understand what he's saying about the medical check thing, but it's just like it
It's just
feels
weird.
it makes it feel like you're trying to hide something, and then also that you don't have an agent. All those questions are going to be coming back directly to you. I feel like
Right.
not
Like
like
you're gonna
whereas
have
your
to
agent
answer a
might be
lot
able
of
to
stuff. Yeah.
like field some questions for you.
I feel like his if he had an agent, he would just like be more prepared on how to approach that situation. Like say, hey, I don't want to throw, I don't want to do medical, don't want to test at all. Like, how do I answer these questions? I feel like the
Yeah, I'm
agent
sure
would
he
be
has
able
some
to.
kind of advisor. He has to, bro,
Right.
because no way he's just going out there all willy nilly and just going for it.
Yeah, it's weird, that's for sure. I don't know though. I guess I don't feel strongly about it, but it's
Yeah, I
weird.
don't I don't like that the people are giving him a lot of hate about it, but I think it's different. But like that was his answer to the question. And then on another spectrum, I saw like Jalen Daniels, the QB from LSU. I think that's
Yeah.
his name, right? Jalen Daniels. Or is it Jaden?
Uh,
Goodness, I can't remember his name.
bro, I don't know for real.
LSU QB.
Might be Jaden.
Jaden. Jaden. Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels came out and he didn't participate in some of the drills and stuff. And his reasoning was kind of better. Like I liked his answer better because he's gonna do pro day at LSU.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I'll do all the drills there and stuff. And people are like, well, why didn't you just do them here at the combine? And he's like, because I know that everybody's gonna want to come watch me. So if I do all the drills and stuff at my pro day, that puts more eyes on my teammates.
Right. That's nice.
I was like, that answer is a nice answer.
Right.
Like Caleb could have maybe did something like that, but it sounds like he's not really gonna work out besides private workouts for anybody. Like he's not gonna do
Yeah,
a
I
pro day,
think
it
it
sounds
just
like, or
sounds like
anything.
the individual team workouts, yeah, is all he's gonna do.
Yeah. But
Which
like
like,
that answer from Jaden Daniels, I was like, now that's like an answer that like perks GMs up. I feel like, oh, he's a
right.
team guy,
Oh, he loves his team. Oh.
which like somebody said in the comments of that, like because I saw him at the podium, they were saying it's LSU, bro. Like all 32 NFL teams are probably gonna have somebody there to scout these
Right.
guys anyway. Like
Right. It's not
like
like it's
the LSU, Bama, Georgia pro days of the world, like Ohio
right.
State, Michigan. It's gonna be all every team probably gonna have a
It's not like
representative.
if it were like Carson Wentz doing like only NDSU pro day or something like
Exactly. That's what someone said. Someone's like, it's not like it's not like he's at Toledo or something, and like he's supposed to
right.
be this top 10 pick, and he's wants his teammates to get some pub. that didn't get invited to the combine. Like,
Exactly, bro.
but at the same time, I'm saying that could have been like a better way Caleb could have handled it or something, you
Bro,
know?
he could have said a lot of different things. I feel like people already don't really like Caleb Williams, but who
Yeah,
knows?
I think he could be a great quarterback.
He's
The only
nice,
thing,
bro.
like the talent's all there. The only thing that makes me nervous is like his record and stuff against top 25 teams, and his stats
True.
were pretty bad. So it's like,
Pretty
okay,
bad,
what
yeah.
happens when you go to that next level when everybody's bigger, faster, stronger, and at that level, like all these guys are coming from
Right.
that level that those players on those top 25 teams
Especially
were,
if as a number one pick you're starting with an ass team, probably.
and a team that's well known for their past two quarterbacks that they've drafted in the
Right.
first round. They absolutely were. I mean, I'm not going to count Fields out yet. I think he could be good still. Like, let's give the kid some time. He's only 2 years in. But like Trubisky, bro, like they picked Trubisky over Deshaun Watson and Mahomes,
Yeah.
and I think a few others.
That's tough.
So it's just like
That's tough.
you're going to a team. If you go to the Bears, you're going to a team with a history of not really developing QBs the greatest in
Right.
recent memory.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see and find out.
Guess time will tell.
But moving forward, I don't think we really had anything in Kick's Corner today.
Oh man.
I'll
I
leave
know
you
we
with this
probably missed
question.
something, but
I'm sure we did. I'll leave you with
yeah.
this question. Have you copped any sneakers lately? What's your most recent cop? Or has
No,
it
I
been a
haven't.
while?
I haven't bought new shoes in a long while.
I was hoping you would have bought something. I haven't bought any
Trying
in a really long time.
trying to think of my most recent. The most recent shoes I've even been looking at have been golf shoes. So, um, yeah, man, I haven't bought shoes in a while. Most of my money has gone towards playing golf. So,
Respect.
yeah,
Well, I don't really got much else. I don't think we have a draft on the menu for today. Kind of we're trying to keep it fairly short. I got a sore throat.
my guy's got a
I
sore
don't feel
throat,
great.
man.
So
Playing hurt.
yeah, playing hurt, brother. You know me. Um, one thing I was thinking about the other day that I guess I could just mention on here, like in my interior thoughts, bro. It's like I've played hurt so many times in my career, like badly hurt sometimes too, like broken foot, play for a month, like stuff like that.
Yeah,
And it's such a strange feeling when you go in that locker room, bro, and you lace them up. It's like you feel like Superman putting on the cape sometime, bro. You really do. And now that I haven't been able to hoop for like the last week and I've just been kind of sitting in the house sick, alone with my own thoughts, I'm like, damn, bro, I need to get my cape back because I've been feeling kind of down.
you haven't been feeling like yourself.
Superman without his cape, I've just been feeling like Clark Kent. So need to lace him up one time so I can get that feeling again.
How long? What's your timeline?
I don't know. I just gotta play it by ear.
Damn.
So I don't know. It's feeling a little better though. We gonna see. Hey, like I said, I'm gonna try and put that cape on, play Thursday. So we'll see though.
I know if you're even capable of doing it, you won't be out there. So,
Factual. Factual, my brother.
all right, man. Short one,
That's a
but hey,
that's all
short
I
and sweet
got.
gets it
Short and
done, you
sweet to
know?
the point. And I think I don't have anything to do today besides sit at home sick. So I'm probably just gonna post this today, later tonight.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, coming at you guys on Sunday. What's it? The third
Sunday,
Sunday,
Sunday.
March 3rd. Uh, that's all we got for y'all from Home and Away Podcasts.
Peace.
Peace.